there for me and supporting me ever since I began streaming, and ever since I was uploading, ever since FIFA was here. FIFA World Cup began this 2026 June and it ended on 20th July, even though the match began on 19th for the finals. Thank you everyone for being here, and thank you everyone for supporting me and giving me a hand. Even though I didn't reach those higher milestones, but with those of you that were coming so much with high speed, I'd love to say thank you to you. And I've been seeing that that very high speed of many of you that have been coming to support me on my channel. I do love to say thank you for your time, thank you for your devotion, and thank you for being here, and thank you because you had time and you stopped by and we were together streaming, sharing ideas, laughing together, supporting in the sections in the chat. Thank you so much. I also do love to say thank you even to those that were here during the streaming and the post, and I also do like to say thank you even to those that were not here. I'll say thank you even for you and for those that were not here at all. Thank you so much, because what matters is only for those that do come in, then welcome with all the heart, and the door is always open. But you really gotta watch out and know who is who. But thank you so much for those that were really there for me and decided to stay, and up to now you're still here. Thank you so much. And FIFA really ended with great joy. FIFA ended with very something that won the world's hearts, won our hearts, and won everybody's hearts, not only mine. This is what FIFA has been bringing: unity, always having fun, because this is not the first time. It has been decades in history, and that's why it keeps moving on the same way. But the difference is, in every time years go by, the past generation keeps going. The past generation, some of them have gone, and that's why we have great new talents and great new Gen Zs that are coming over and taking over, because it's their turn and it's their season. And they keep shining, and which is why it successfully brings victory at home, and that is something that is proud of, something very great to be proud of. And that's why I took a great opportunity to say FIFA, and to everyone also that has been a football fan, and to everyone that has been following along from beginning to the end, thank you so much, because FIFA, you took me very far, because the biggest percent of why I'm still excelling and moving on, it's because of you, FIFA. FIFA, you really contributed to this, and I thank you once again very much, without hypocrisy, that you have been also part of this journey. And with events that have been planned by you is the reason why also that made me be up to where I am. And I still don't stop. I still move on far. I don't end on the road. I don't end along the way. It's you that did that, and you are the one to be highly appreciated. And that's why I say thank you for the last time again, until for the other next years. I'm grateful for all the footballers that have won the world hearts. Number 1, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 2, Cabo Verde. Number 3, Vozinha, Cabo Verde goalkeeper. Spain successfully had beaten down their own nations, but they never touched the only one, and that was Cabo Verde. This has been discovering talents and discovering unhidden people that no one knew on, and now they are known. Vozinha was never known, and now he's known. So FIFA also revealed talents, and it was not only about having fun with football, but revealing talents too, even to those that were not known. and that's the very great thing. Another great thing is that won the world's heart is France. France, you truly won the world's heart, though England sent you out, but you also won our hearts. We appreciate you. There are many, many events. I'm very proud that we have been witnesses. And thank you also, Brazil, that you also won our hearts. We have been with you along until where the journey of you saying, then you gotta pack and go home. Then it was where it was supposed to be. Also, great things to Norway. Norway, we had Haaland. Haaland, thank you so much because you're the kind of guy that wherever it comes with that vibe of Haaland, 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 bro, it has been really freaking out the internet. And you know what? Haaland, Haaland by CTID, which is about you, Erling Haaland, kind of song that brings a vibe or during on what you do on the sport, during what you do on the field, has become one of my most favorite song, one of my most favorite audio, which is a fan made of all times. And I am really, 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 really feeling great and feeling much better, and I've been really happy a lot of times, 100 times happy when I've been hearing that. No way you did it, you deserve it. Haaland, you've done so great for your team, you've done so great for the cup, you have done so great on the tournaments until you said goodbye to the quarterfinal. You won the hearts, and at the same time you made everybody broke down, but that's victory. Football may have its own issues, but Haaland, good job on that. Good job on that. My heart is saying that I started missing the World Cup. I'm currently missing the World Cup. World Cup will be missed always until the other coming years we come to meet again. One of them and some of them, they will be alive, some of them maybe not. Stay prayed up and wait for the more good that is ahead on the future, but you don't guarantee tomorrow. Tomorrow is what God has for us, and we don't own our own tomorrows, even though we are smart and clever how much, but God is the only one that guarantees our tomorrows. I really start beginning to miss FIFA. Some things that we have been having fun on and we are proud of are already becoming a nostalgia now. Already a nostalgia. Something you just look back and say, yay, it was 2026, it was so and so, I did fun of so and so, it was so and so, and I was proud and having a moment with so and so. That is what FIFA is, creating memories and rewriting the greatest history. That's great, great. Also, lastly but not least, I congrats Spain. I congrats Spain once again. You made another history of winning a second World Cup after 16 years of having only one World Cup at the historic moment, and you have the second one, you have it. Argentina, very sorry, you are already humbled. You truly are humbled. Life, you need to learn. You really need to learn. And that's why you really got humbled. Argentina, oops. Violence is the answer. Violence is the answer. Oh no. Accept defeat and start being victorious and accept the joy. Anger management back home and always doesn't bring back what you lost. You were clobbered enough on your neck until you had nowhere to run to. You are clobbered enough. Accept that. That Spain goalkeeper is very tough. Very tough, like one of the Cabo Verdes. A very tough man I've ever seen on the final. And you really think you could beat Spain easily? Nope. The only thing Spain never bet and failed was Cabo Verde. But they're great enough they made and bet the all nations that they have been playing with and having a challenge with. And also it was including you, Argentina. God's grace works on everyone's life. Don't rise up your shoulders and the grace goes to someone else. We always stay humbled and quit something called pride. This is what the lesson Argentina has to learn, and keep that in mind on the other coming World Cups, even outside the World Cup. It doesn't matter any kind of football event or any kind of athletic event they are playing, but pride maintenance and pride removal is something that makes stableness. I will really miss World Cup. Right now I'm already starting missing it. The day is already over. This was the day that the World Cup took place, the final, and it's over. Life has to move on, and I also have to continue with the things that I used to be doing. I continue back with the content I used to be doing. I go back to continue with what I was keeping up with every day and move on something else. So we go back to line now. We go back to the normal line now. We go back to our normal routine as usual. FIFA will be greatly missed. Gianni, FIFA, everybody that was involved. Thank you, Mexico. Thank you, USA. Thank you, Canada. You brought great memories and we appreciate you. Though you have been one of the states that was where FIFA was playing, but unfortunately with your own states, you already got disqualified and removed away from the World Cup, while the other nations kept coming and were qualified and kept playing. Even though the other nations kept coming to your own state and continue with the football as usual until they made it to the finals. How does that feel? Well, that's football and that's a challenge. Everybody has to agree to accept defeat. That's the real thing. And with all this that has been happening with Argentina stuff about discrimination, violence, fighting, racial slurs, violence, and doing some kind of racism movements. Or some of you do say Zionist, but bro, yeah, the internet speaks and everybody sees that what has been really happening, what has been going on. And on the other side too, there have been also the unfairness, a lot of corruption and a lot of cheating and a lot of unfairness. But at the end of the day, God says the grace goes to somewhere else, the grace goes to somebody else. Then that means with the way you used to get win, fine, you have goats and that's something great, I agree. But when God decides to say this has to go to somewhere else, this has to go to someone else, then you will not have it, and the victory goes to somewhere else. Do you know why is that? That's favor. You may be strong enough, but you still lack something called favor. It's good that you really keep getting and getting and getting, but if you lack something called favor, that means you have also missed something already. And that's the truth. World Cup has been really fun. Shout out to Die, shout out to Champions, shout out to Dreamers, shout out to Whopper Gangnam Style, shout out to FIFA's theme song, where it has been really a great anthem for FIFA, cooling down times. And when you see them and hear about them, that means just know another football match is coming, another match is happening too. That's something that has been happening, and that has been something that you've been seeing. Shout out to FIFA now, and FIFA finals is already over, FIFA event is already over. Life has to move on. I continue to resume to where I ended, and that's how life is. We move on somewhere else with something else. and I'll also keep bringing new updates on the same line, sticking on the same place without no kind of shift, with no kind of beating around the bush and not knowing like where do I stand for and where's my position. Nope. I continue to where I am, and great news will be coming, and you're just about to stay updated. So guys, lastly but not least, I'd love to say thank you, fams. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Go and visit my channel and see how far you have taken me. That is more than enough, though I deserve to have more than that. But up to where it took me, it's a very great and a very powerful appreciation I can ever give. It's not an easy journey, not at all. Only God speaks for somebody, and only favor speaks for somebody. Only blessings speaks for somebody. Only blessings speak for somebody. Yes, and that's it, everybody. I do love to see you again on the coming years. Where do you see me where I'm sitting right now? This is a sitting room area. And also, have you seen the streams I've been doing? I've been doing on the study rooms. I've also been doing on my bedroom. I've been doing my bedroom, sitting room, somewhere small, and on my bedroom. That's where the only place I usually rely on doing contents. Mostly it's secretfully, like at least going outside, not much times. It's about only keeping something called secrecy. Okay, that is why I had to maintain privacy by keep being inside more than going outside. But in the coming years of the streaming journey, even during the return of FIFA again, even before FIFA again, you'll not see me in the same surroundings. I'll be on the other different surroundings, on the other locations and the other different places. Okay? On 2026 FIFA, you saw me in the inside, like on the places I mentioned to you, right? On the other coming years, it won't be inside. The other coming years, it will be at the stadium. At the stadium. That is where you will be seeing me. I will be also on the matches, streaming there, also being there. I keep my word. I keep my word. And only God can lift me, and only God can take me through, and only God can bless me away along the way. With any circumstances that is about to happen, we better keep praying, and we better be on our knees, and we better always watch and pray and open our eyes and watch what's ahead of us, what we don't know, that only God has to speak to us and look for us. Only God has to speak for us. Open our hearts and listen to what's ahead. What do we not know that God has for us that we have to know from Him? The next 2030 on FIFA, it's going to be at the stadium, at the match, at big screen areas. You'll find me there, big screen areas. Okay? I keep my word. And that's it. I'm finished. And thank you once again for you being here for me always.